Welcome to this video, where we uncover the top 3 most valuable Susan B. Anthony $1 coins, a short-lived series that ran from 1979 to 1981 and returned briefly in 1999. Although these coins are common in circulation, a few rare varieties and high-grade pieces have become true collector gems worth serious money. Let's get started. First up, the Susan B. Anthony $1 coin from 1980 with the P mint mark, presented beautifully in its naturally worn, circulated condition. This coin, rich in historical meaning and symbolic design, carries decades of movement through everyday American life. See how, as we begin, the front surface of the coin proudly displays the portrait of Susan B. Anthony, the influential suffrage leader whose courage helped women secure the right to vote. In circulated condition, the portrait appears softer, with tiny scratches, smooth areas, and a muted shine that reflect its long journey through many hands. The overall color of the circulated coin now leans toward a mix of light gray and darker shades, showing the natural toning that develops over years of use. These subtle hues add character, transforming this once bright dollar coin into a collectible piece with authentic visual depth. Looking closely, the mint mark P can be seen just beside the portrait near Susan B. Anthony's shoulder. This little letter confirms that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1980. Even through the wear, the mint mark remains readable, offering collectors important information about its origin. The date, 1980, at the bottom of the coin stands proudly, though softened by circulation. Each digit bears the marks of age but is still boldly identifiable. This year represents the second year of the SBA dollar coins production, making it a collectible from an early phase of this unique series. The coin's surface tells a story through its scratches, rubbed textures, and faint discoloration. These details form an artistic map of its long service in commerce, vending machines, public transportation, bank exchanges, and countless daily transactions. Moving to the reverse side, you will see the powerful image of an American eagle landing on the moon, inspired by NASA's Apollo 11 mission. Though the details have faded slightly from use, the eagle's wings, lunar surface, and stylized Earth in the background remain recognizable and impactful. The words, United States of America, curve across the top of the reverse. Even with softened edges and slight fading, the text is still clear and dignified, reminding viewers of the coin's national significance. Below the eagle, the denomination $1 stands boldly, though worn. This inscription confirms the coin's value and adds to the overall presence of the design that makes the SBA dollar both modern and historic. The color variations on the reverse mirror those on the obverse. A mix of gray, darker accents, and worn highlights give the coin a rugged, lived-in appearance. These natural patterns make each circulated SBA dollar unique in its own way. Collectors appreciate circulated coins like this 1980 SBA dollar for the history embedded in their surfaces. Every scratch and faded feature tells part of the coin's story, from cash drawers to transit systems to retail counters. The Susan B. Anthony dollar series is especially notable for its short production run and distinctive design. Many people initially confused it with a quarter due to similar size and color, contributing to its limited circulation and eventual replacement by the Sacagawea dollar in 2000. Despite its challenges in everyday use, the SBA dollar has grown more appreciated by collectors over time. This 1980 P example, in circulated condition, provides an accessible entry point into studying the series and its quirks. Holding the coin, you may notice the once sharp rim has smoothed slightly from years of handling. The reeded edge still exists but shows gentle fading, a typical sign of long-term circulation. Even though this coin may not shine like a freshly minted specimen, the durability of its copper-nickel composition ensured it remained structurally sound throughout decades of service. The metal has held up remarkably well despite constant wear. Collectors often enjoy comparing circulated SBA dollars to uncirculated examples. The differences in detail, texture, and luster help new enthusiasts learn the basics of grading and coin evaluation. The 1980 P coin represents an important chapter in American coinage history, one that reflects social progress, technological milestones, and changing public preferences regarding currency. Examining the coin up close, you may notice minor dings along the rim or small abrasions on the fields. These are natural for circulated coins and add authenticity to its appearance, showcasing truly lived experience. Every feature on this circulated SBA dollar serves as a reminder of the era in which it was used. It tells a quiet story of life in the early 1980s, when these dollar coins moved through systems that were still adapting to new coin designs. The strong geometric shape of the 11-sided border, though the coin itself remains round, symbolizes strength and individuality. Even in circulated condition, this bold outline remains a distinct feature of the design. Collectors who seek SBA dollars from each year and mint mark recognize the 1980p as a key piece. It helps complete sets and provides important historical context within the 3-year main minting period of the series. Placing this coin in an album or display frame brings out its beauty. The contrast between worn areas and remaining details creates a visual story that only circulated coins can tell, adding depth to any numismatic collection. Many enthusiasts value circulated specimens for the connection they offer to everyday American culture. Unlike pristine examples locked away from circulation, coins like this one truly lived a life among the people. Susan B. Anthony's legacy lives on through this coin. Even with softened details, her portrait remains a strong reminder of her contributions to equality and justice for women across the United States. The eagle landing on the moon adds another layer of meaning, celebrating American achievement and exploration beyond Earth. Together, these images create a coin design filled with symbolism and national pride. As we draw toward the end of this exploration, it's clear that the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the P mint mark carries significance far beyond its monetary value. Its circulated condition adds character, charm, and genuine history. This is not just a dollar coin, it is a small monument to social progress, space exploration, and the evolving artistic direction of U.S. coinage during the late 20th century. Next up, the Susan B. Anthony $1 coin from 1979 with the P mint mark, beautifully worn in its circulated condition. This coin stands as one of the most iconic pieces of late 20th century U.S. currency, carrying both historical significance and everyday character. See how the front of the coin showcases the bold and determined portrait of Susan B. Anthony, a leading figure in the women's suffrage movement. In circulated condition, her features appear softer and lightly smoothed, showing the passage of time as the coin traveled through countless hands since its release in 1979. The natural toning of the circulated coin blends shades of gray, silver, and darker highlights, giving it a mature and authentic appearance. These color shifts reflect the environments the coin passed through: pockets, wallets, transit machines, and daily exchanges. The mint mark P, located near Susan B. Anthony's shoulder, identifies this piece as a product of the Philadelphia Mint. Even though circulation has softened some details, the mint mark remains clear enough to easily distinguish this variety from the D and S counterparts. The date, 1979, sits proudly at the bottom of the obverse. Though the numbers may show a gentle dullness from years of use, they remain bold, marking the first year of release for the SBA dollar series and giving this coin substantial historical importance. The surface of the coin tells its story through scratches, scuffs, and smoothened areas. These marks are not flaws, they are traces of its long journey through America's monetary system, offering collectors evidence of a coin that truly lived in circulation. Turning the coin over reveals the powerful reverse design inspired by the Apollo 11 lunar mission. The eagle descending onto the moon's surface remains visible even though circulation has softened the fine details of the feathers and cratered ground. The words, United States of America, curve across the top of the reverse side. While slightly worn from handling and movement, the inscription remains clear, standing as a proud identifier of the coin's national significance. Below the eagle sits the denomination $1, still bold despite decades of use. These strong letters ensure the coin's purpose is unmistakable even in its circulated state. The surface toning on the reverse mirrors the obverse, with a mixture of gray shades and subtle darkening along the edges. This natural coloration adds charm and enhances the coin's visual depth for collectors who appreciate circulated condition pieces. Collectors value circulated coins like this 1979 PSBA dollar because they represent real history. Each mark and softened feature reflects moments of daily life in the late 70s, 80s, and even 90s, giving the coin a lived-in authenticity. The Susan B. Anthony series is especially notable because it marked the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman rather than a symbolic figure. This alone makes the coin historically meaningful, and the 1979 P is the cornerstone of that legacy. One of the challenges this coin faced in circulation was its close resemblance to the quarter in both size and color. This confusion ultimately limited its widespread acceptance, but today it adds to the coin's unique story and collector interest. Despite its mixed reception during its release, the SBA dollar has grown in appreciation over time. Collectors now view it as a symbol of both social progress and a fascinating chapter in U.S. coin design. Running your fingers along the rim, you'll notice the reeded edge has softened slightly from decades of handling. While the ridges remain, they have lost some of their original sharpness, a clear sign of steady circulation. The copper-nickel composition of the coin has proven extremely durable. Even after decades of use, the coin remains structurally sound, without bends or cracks, a testament to the strength of U.S. minting standards. This coin is an excellent study piece for beginners learning to identify circulated grades. The differences in luster, texture, and detail loss compared to uncirculated examples provide valuable lessons in numismatic evaluation. Its minor rim marks and tiny abrasions are typical for a coin that saw regular circulation, especially during the first few years after its release. These marks serve as reminders of the environments it passed through. This 1979 P coin represents the starting point for anyone building a complete Susan B. Anthony dollar set. It holds historical weight as the first year and one of the most widely collected issues from the series. Placing this circulated coin in a display or album adds authenticity to any collection. The wear patterns and natural toning stand out beautifully against newer or uncirculated examples, showcasing the variety within the same series. The coin also represents a moment in time when the U.S. Mint attempted to reintroduce a dollar coin into everyday circulation. The SBA dollar was modern, forward-thinking, and symbolic, even if it faced public resistance. Susan B. Anthony's strong portrait, despite wear, continues to capture attention. Her legacy as a champion for equality gives the coin emotional significance beyond its physical design. The reverse lunar landing imagery further elevates this piece, combining a tribute to social progress with a celebration of American achievement in space exploration. Collectors often appreciate circulated examples because they feel more connected to real daily life, rather than untouched coins that never served their intended purpose. This 1979 PSBA dollar embodies that connection beautifully. The coin's shape and distinctive border of 11-sided design elements, although the coin itself is round, still stand out even in circulated condition. This characteristic remains one of the unique visual traits of the series. As you examine the coin more closely, you'll see that even with softened details, the symmetry and structure of the original engraving remain impressive, highlighting the craftsmanship of the mint's work. The circulated 1979 P dollar is not rare, but its place in numismatic history gives it lasting value. It marks a significant change in U.S. currency and represents an effort to modernize the dollar coin for everyday use. This coin has passed through years of transactions, people, and places, creating invisible stories embedded in its worn surfaces. That sense of connection is part of what makes collecting circulated coins so meaningful. Thank you for joining this detailed and thoughtful journey through the 1979 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin with a P mint mark. Its circulated condition may show age and wear, but its story remains powerful, its symbolism enduring, and its significance undeniable.